Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Liberty Flames, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Flames will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Middle Tennessee's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
And the ball is picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
A first down for the offense. To throw, it's Salter. He's got his man. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, being a bit...
He'll take a shot. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hops on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Willis. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. From the gun, the running back has it. Smashes through. Just dismissing tackles. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. To the air, it's Battiato. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do... This quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That pass is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Flames decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Quarterback on the keeper. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Battiato. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got his man on the outside. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Flames are marching down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Copeland. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Off play action. Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Going to try to get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right?
And the Heat gets there as they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Battiato. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Ample time in the pocket, lets it go to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. The snap sets up the throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Murfreesboro than you do? A captivating game so far.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. And the Flames will line it up on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A little release to the back. Makes a grab and he's dragged down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he can get a 1st down.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quickly complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Blue Raider. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we...
Pulls it in on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The option look. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Escapes trouble. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down mark. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kelly. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough on the attack.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Battiato. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Okay, ready?
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, that's him grabbing air. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, 1st and goal, needing a touchdown and a 2 to tie. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense.
Reload. Rolling.
Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, MTSU.
There's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And the defense swarms him under the 2-point attempt is stopped. And so, too, is the attempt to tie the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Scanning the field, it's Salter. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball.
He's got it on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Kelly. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of the stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. And it's caught inside the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They knock him down after a pickup with 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to get to him. Touchdown, Liberty! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in the rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Battiato. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Makes the catch. It's Kelly. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
3:25.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Runs through the tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.